one of the issues that I see that from the last meeting was this whole theme of treatment as prevention, and that we are really talking about how do we affect the epidemic as a whole, and it's going to be by more people being able to get their viral load suppressed and lower the risk of transmission. Now, there was a study presented in Denver that took a look of people from 2005 to 2009 who were entering into treatment, and the bottom line is if you took a look at, say, 1,000 of them, by the time you got to 2009 to see how many were actually suppressed from people who were HIV positive, going through the cascade of how many actually got diagnosed, so you lose a percentage there. Then looking at the ones who were diagnosed, how many get linked to care, you lose a percentage there. And then how many were in care, how many actually go to the doctor, take their pills, and have viral load suppressed, at only less than 400. That number of 100 patients that entered that system comes out 4 years later at 28. And that's sobering. That's sobering. We're talking about pills that we have 90% success rates. And then we look at the overall impact in a community, and it's less than a third. So to me, that's what the challenge is going to be. How do we go from the hope of this 90% number into the street where it's only 30%? And that's going to require better testing, more active engagement, having relations with providers and patients where they're motivated to stay in care. And that, to me, is sort of the unspoken work that I get out of this meeting, because you've got this and it's talked about in San Francisco, where you've got all these people now starting therapy and all the hopes of how you can cause a widespread change in new incidence rates, and there's going to be marginalized populations that aren't going to get access to that. And if we don't figure out how to do that, we're not going to make a difference in HIV to look back on 5 years ago that we're going to be proud of.